So, the FM21 beta has dropped. Welcome to Sunderland Till I'm Sacked. What's up guys, I'm Chasing Lamely. Welcome to episode number 1 of Sunderland Till I'm Sacked, the beta save that will probably continue as a second save in honour of my adopted hometown for the year for uni. Apologies my voice is going, it's been a long day, but hopefully I'll hold together. So here we are managing Sunderland, we are, the new boss of the Black Cats. They've given us 3.8k a week, replacing Phil Parkinson. They apparently don't think I have the reputation of a promotion specialist, so that's interesting, but we'll make it work because that's what we do. So, looking at the club setup, Stuart Donald, who's about to become the second most hated Oxfordian in Sunderland, if I get this wrong, is welcoming us to the club. We have a 48,500 seater stadium in the Stadium of Light, which is spectacular. I can tell you, I can pretty much see it every day. It's round the corner from me. Founded in 1879, they're an English professional club playing in the Sky Bet League One. We finished 8th last season, play at the Stadium of Light, and we've got the Academy of Light training ground. The reserves play at Eppleton Colliery Welfare Ground, and the youth team play at the Academy. We've got a fierce rivalry with Newcastle, as everyone knows. Our greatest era was during the 1890s, so it's only been 130 years of hurt. And despite not having won anything for 13 years, the Black Cats have a successful history, boasting a total of 15 competition wins. So we've won the top division 6 times, as I mentioned in my FM21 Fallen Giants to Manage video, that you may or may not have seen, but should have by now. And finished runners-up 5 times, won the FA Cup in 1937 and 1973. Finished second best 2 further times, won the English second tier on 5 occasions, and finished runners-up on 2 occasions, finishing runners-up in the Carabao Cup in 1985 and 2014. So, a big history to maintain. This is our best 11, apparently. I don't know much about any of these players because I've not had a chance to actually see them play since I moved up here because, the virus. So we've got Lee Burge, who I know is a decent goalkeeper. I think it's Bailey Wright, we know he's pretty good. Luke O'Nien is definitely a decent right back. It's Denny Hume. It is Denny Hume. He's a decent left back. I don't know which Flanagan this is. Tom Flanagan. Don't know much about him. Jordan Willis. I think was at Coventry. He's all right. Chris Maguire is a good player. Elliot. It's not Ross Hamilton. I don't know about Elliot Embleton. And Aidan O'Brien. I know very little about these guys. Is that Luke Scowen? Josh Scowen. We'll learn about them as we go. It'll be fine. So he wants us to play attacking possession football and develop players using the club's youth system, which is fine. Work within the wage budget, which has never been my strong point. He's trying to sell the club as well, which is interesting. He wants us to win promotion from League One, reach the 4th round of the FA Cup, and reach the 2nd round of the League Cup. So, nothing too dramatic. So, let's click confirm and let's get into, looking around the new version of FM, shall we? So here we are for the first day on the job. Let's have a quick look at the what is new. We already saw that screen up. The new skin, it's alright, it's not special, but I can change it if I decide I don't like it. Just a reminder guys, of course this is the beta version, so, things could go wrong. Who got in the last year of their contract? Everyone. Aidan McGeady, Grant Ledbetter, Danny Graham. They're all 34, so we'll probably let them go, if I'm honest. Remy Matthews, apparently the first choice keeper, despite not being the best keeper at the club. Conor McLaughlin. Most of the squad actually is on a 1-year contract, so we'll see what we can do from there. We'll do the apply recommended action and see what happens there. Right. Tactical direction. It wants us to give us a tactical direction. I don't know if this is any different to before when we had to set up the tactics, but we'll tell it we're going to go for a gegenpress. Hope that holds trusty from FM20 as being a reliable system to play, we'll go with a 4-2-3-1. That's a nice simple setup. Club vision and expectations, I'm just going to accept that because I think we can do attacking possession football. Pre-season prep, where are we going in terms of our training camp? We are going to Edinburgh to play all of Scotland. That's fine by me. Injury updates look good. No one big out apart from Aidan McGeady, but you know, he'll be fine, I'm sure. He'll live. Squad selection rules, nothing much has changed, except the squad must have no more than 22 players and the total salary must be less than 48,000 a week. I don't know how we're under that with a guy like Aidan McGeady here, but we'll try and move him on anyway because also he's old. Introductory advice summary, what does it want us to know? Grant Ledbetter should be captain. We'll get to that in due course. Let's have a quick look at the squad in general. Let's see what we've got here. I'm very confused. The new Hearts thing, what is that? What is this trying to tell me? Good times. Let's get to reports, and I will load the traditional squad view in, and we'll see if that makes my life any easier as we progress. So, best player at the club is Bailey Wright. I think he's Australian international. He is. So we'll look to build around him. It's good to see we've got actually defenders who are our best players. Jordan Willis and Luke O'Nien. Josh Scowen is apparently one of our better players. Max Power, which is the best name in football. George Dobson. So I guess these guys will be our kind of midfield fulcrum. Aidan O'Brien is the best left winger at the club. Does he look any good? I mean, he's not bad, is he? He's not great, but he's not bad. Irish international, so we'll keep an eye on him. We've also got Chris Maguire, who I suspect I will mostly use on the right. But he's a good all-rounder, Scottish international. Of course, got Aidan McGeady. That's what Aidan McGeady is on wage-wise, 16,000 a week. That's like half our wage budget. Yeah, we can safely say Aidan McGeady can go to the highest bidder. Danny Graham, apparently he's our best striker. And I've managed Danny Graham on FM before, and I can never get him to score goals. So he'll probably move on to free up some wage budget. Arbonit Jamajli, Kosovan international. He looks okay. Another defender, which is good. So I've got 3 good centre halves, a good right wing back. Dion Sanderson on loan from Wolves. He might be okay as backup to Luke O'Nien, so that's good. It's not a weak squad, it's good. Will Grigg is of course on fire. Tom Flanagan, apparently, despite being the 4th best left centre half in the team, was recommended as being a starter. Denny Hume is a quality left back, who I believe can play for the US. I think he was certainly American. I think on the last game. I don't know why. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. We'll never know. So he looks like he can develop into a decent player for us. Lyndon Gooch is definitely American and is a quality right winger, so we're not lacking for quality. This is a good squad we've got here. Callum McFadzean, is it McFadzean or McFadden? Is it just spelt weird? I don't know. Decent looking, definitely a backup choice at left back. Charlie Wyke is a striker again I've managed on FM, and I cannot get to score goals, so that'll be interesting. I think Will Grigg will be starting up top just because I know he can score goals. Let's have a look at Lee Burge. Apparently he's our best goalkeeper. Yeah, okay. Of course Conor McLaughlin, who might move on actually. He's listed anyway. I'm guessing he's on a fairly good whack of wage. He is. So maybe he'll move on, but he's got some versatility. Grant Ledbetter I don't think is actually going to play, so making him captain feels like a poor choice. What have we got in terms of high potential players? Jack Diamond, a left winger who can also play right wing, as they all can these days. He's alright. I'd like more pace on the wings, and what I'm seeing so far is not a lot of pace on the wings. If you hadn't guessed, by the way, guys, this is the first episode of the series, so it will be slightly longer than you would normally expect. Denny Hume and George Dobson look like they're going to be the big potential breakout guys. Anyone we've not highlighted so far? Don't think so. Let's have a little look in the development centre, see who's coming through. Elliot Embleton is coming through, and He wants me to move him to the first team squad, so we can do that, and then we'll give him the under-23s playing time as well, because, you know, back up at best. Dan Neal looks alright. Development-wise, we'll see how he develops. We'll probably bring him through. It's good to be asked to bring young players through because it's something I quite like doing anyway. Mitchell Curry, Benjamin Kimpioka. Is Mitchell Curry any good? There's not a lot of pace in this team. That's one thing I'm noticing, is there's not a lot of pace in this team. Benjamin Kimpioka, Swedish in under-21 international. He's got a little bit of pace to him, so he might find himself getting used just because I want someone quick. Anthony Patterson is a young keeper. Where does he stand in the terms of our rank of goalkeepers? Third, but potentially the best keeper at the club. That's good to know. Morgan Feeney, who is very ginger. A centre-half with no pace is not something I can make work, so he's going to have to learn quick. Okay, that's good to know he's there. Anyone else around that I should be paying attention to? Sunny Singh, 16 years old, and he looks like he can develop. Alright, we'll keep it on that boy too. Keep it on him coming through. Mackenzie Chichio? I don't know. DeCiso. I'm going to have to ask old lady players how she would pronounce that, because I'm very confused. I'm sure there's a way I can find out, but very confused. Let's have a look at the under-23s. Anyone here we haven't had highlighted? Mitchell Curry we've looked at. Stephen Wern, another winger. He might actually have some pace. That's good to know. Kenton Richardson, a right back. Definitely going to be a case of let's see what pace we can bring in before the next episode. Okay, that's good. But we've had a good look round. We've got some money in the bank and an actual real-life transfer budget, which is somewhat miraculous. Does it want me to do something ridiculous like bring in young players only? It doesn't. That's good. That looks okay. So what I'm going to do is have a quick look at the team report, make sure there's nothing I've missed here. Says Aidan McGeady is the best left winger at the club, but we've just seen he's probably not, and I'm probably gonna, move some folk on. That's fine. I just want to have a quick look, see if there's actually anyone with any pace in this team, because that's very disconcerting. So far, I'm not impressed with the lack of pace in this team. The best pace of 13. Oh, and it's a centre half. Well, we've got good pace at the back at least, but I want to bring in some faster players. Some quicker players is going to be a priority, because if you're going to play with wingers, you want them to be quick. So that's going to be a place we start to look. Let's have a look at who does what. Sorry, hiccups. It's been a long day of travelling. Aidan O'Brien apparently can play pressing forward quite well. That's good. I'm liking the new star rating system. But he also plays inside forward very well, as does Chris Maguire and Aidan McGeady. And on that side, it's going to be the same story. Much of a muchness. Okay, we'll take a look through that. I can get to have a quick look at the backroom staff as well, just because it's so important on FM to get the backroom staff right. Steve Parkin, let's highlight his best. Oh, it does it for us? I forget it does it for us now. Yeah, he's going. He'll be gone by the next episode. Paul Reed apparently is our. Jesus Christ. How did he end up being a head of youth development or a scout? Who's bright-eyed? It's because he's come from Eastleigh with Stuart Donald. That's what's happened. But he's also rubbish, so he'll be gone. Lee Butler. I'm going to overhaul this coaching staff something crazy by the next episode. He might stay. He's okay. Andrew Taylor as a coach. It's got to be better than that for a defensive coach. There is going to be an overhaul here. I won't worry about performance and analysts too much. Let's look at the scouting team. What have we got here? Tony Coton is the chief. He's probably a better goalkeeping coach. He's a terrible goalkeeping coach. Goalkeeping coach at Manchester United throughout their glory years, and apparently he is not good enough to be a goalkeeping coach. Decent scout though, so we'll keep him around. Yeah, there's going to be an overhaul. There's going to be a big overhaul on this. I think, having had a quick look through and thinking about how episodes of things go, I think we're pretty much set for things to go through the first episode. I hate doing first episodes, it's so confusing. So is playing the Carabao Cup first. But we're going to open with Bristol Rovers in the next episode. It might be a 1-game episode, it might be a 2-game episode, I'm not entirely certain, and I will get that out as fast as I can because I'm aware I'm a bit behind getting episodes out, so we'll try and get that out for tomorrow if we can. And then we're just going to kind of, like I said, there's going to be kind of a second save for us this season, so don't expect me to necessarily blast through this week. We're not going to be a Premier League team by the time the full game comes out. It will be a kind of ongoing project for us. But we'll definitely play the Bristol Rovers game, and we'll see if I fancy smashing Oxford in the same episode, because smashing Oxford's always good. We've got the big game against Swindon, Portsmouth, of course, down there, Ipswich down. There's some good teams in this division, or some big teams, because Wigan are a big team, but they're not a good team. Hull, similar. AFC Wimbledon, of course, MK Dons. Everyone loves to thrash MK Dons. We'll have a good time. But yeah, I think that's pretty much got us wrapped up. I will come back in the next episode. We will be into the first match. We'll do a little click forward first before we do that, just to see if anything else pops up that's new, because I probably should, because new features will almost certainly. I forget we're doing a new game and a new save, and therefore there's new features that everyone wants to see. League 1 squad registration, we'll have a quick look at that. We can add 2 players to the squad, that's good. Conor McLaughlin will add him to the squad now. If we sell him, we sell him, but I'd rather have him in the squad just so I know he's there. We'll confirm that. Homegrown players update, well, that's not many. We probably need more homegrown players. And what is this? It's the code of conduct. We'll ask Steve Parkin to pick. We'll get rid of him pretty soon. That's new. Demote player for missing training. That is new. Very new. I am definitely a fan of that. It's harsh, but we're going to go with it. We'll go with that. I suspect there's going to be a lot of meetings before we do this first game. But we'll see what pops up on the way to it. Youth prospects, team report, blah blah blah. Anything we need to be really aware of? Not much room to manoeuvre. Overall depth. We've got a decent first team. I'm not worried, as we've already highlighted. Not the best team in terms of pace, which is something that needs to be addressed. So we'll address that between episodes. Squad dynamics. Let's introduce ourselves to the squad. What is this? That is a lot of information on my screen. Players have feelings now. Downcast, pessimistic, reserved, neutral. Well, this is going to be a fun bunch. I'm loving the new boardroom. Seems like you wouldn't fit all the players in here, but okay. We are going to do a positive and negative now. Normally I would use this one. Maybe I've been doing it wrong. Let's just introduce ourselves. Everyone seems agreeable. Hope your reign is long and successful. Let's not make too many promises just yet. Because that feels like it's going to make me. We'll tell them we're going to make some changes to the backroom staff because we want to make it as good as we can be. That's good. Oh, there's gestures. What do these do? Point finger assertively. Wave hand in an open, convincing manner. And raise hands with palm facing out to pacify. Let's see if anyone wants to take a coaching course. Nobody. They're not bothered. Okay, I've lost the dressing room already. No gesture. We're going to give some youth a chance, maybe. Let's try that. Everyone's happy. Okay. That is going to be good. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll do pump fists. Pump fist does what? encourage. Okay, it's enough promises now. Let's discuss our. Okay, we've got the dressing room back. We've not broken them yet. We are. We'll say automatic promotion because there's always scope for me to go wrong. Everyone seems to think that's a good idea. Pump fists again. That's the sort of idea I was after. Be able to reach the latter stage of the FA Cup this season. Oh, they think we can do that. Let's pump fists again. We're going to look like Tom Cruise in Jerry Maguire. Code of conduct. Everyone happy? Remy Matthews is offended by the code of conduct. That's good. Let's do an outstretched arms in praise. Sure. We've completed that task. Good. So much information this year. Will improve the coaching team. A bunch of players, the team leaders essentially holding us to that promise. Grant Ledbetter and Danny Graham want to take coaching courses. The team leaders again seem okay in terms of our playing youth players. And they seem to have a good dressing room atmosphere. They are not happy with my lack of success, to be expected. Everyone seems to have come out of that feeling slightly more positive, which is good. So that seems to have worked out nicely. Excellent stuff. We've not broken the team yet. Training induction, I've left all that to the backroom staff as I usually do because, well, I mean, the backroom staff are awful. But once I get a good one in, there's no point me messing with that because I'll break it. Oh, let's meet the media. Let's meet the. This episode is going to go a bit longer. Let's meet the media. Attend the press. There are seats. I think we had this screen last year or a version of it. There are a lot of people here. Sky Sports News, 442, BBC Newcastle, Team Talk, Sporting Life. I've heard of these things. Let's kick off with the first. Oh, we've got a press officer actually doing something. Okay. The press conference atmosphere is negative. Good times. What's the question? How does it feel to be the new Sunderland manager? Smile warmly and hope everyone learns to like me. Very proud, that feels like a... Yeah. What made you want to manage Sunderland? Well, because they're a massive club, obviously. Are there any reservations? We're going to keep smiling warmly. They're just going to think we're a massive psycho. I came here fully prepared for the challenges ahead. This is where I'm meant to be. I mean, it is literally where I am. Much reputation to speak of. Many people express surprise. Can a little-known manager such as yourself really run a club like this? I don't believe reputation has any part to play in this. Does the squad have enough quality in your opinion? I think we're going to... We'll say we've got a great foundation. We introduced ourselves to the squad, we have, and everyone's keen to impress, which is good. Do I have a message for the Sunderland fans? I do. Let's say that. Let's earn their trust. How far can we go? Well, I want to make a long-term success, because of course I do. What is our... Oh, we've lost our smile. Our smile, can we only use things like a certain number of times? What approach will you take to training? We are going to say that everything based on people... That's still very negative in this room. The press conference was just fine. I mean, everyone hates me, but okay, buddy. Cheers, Steve. Very kind of you. Everyone hates you, but we're okay. Intra-squad front... What? I set it up to do... We'll find out what that screen does, I guess, in the other save that we're doing, because apparently the assistant manager's been set to do friendlies on my behalf. Cool. Cool. We'll fix that. Right. Because I've got to go and deal with the game and things now, that is going to be where I end the episode. We will come back for the Bristol Rovers game, well, for the Carabao Cup game, of course. So, let's end the episode there before we run into like an hour-long thing. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're looking forward to this series as much as I am. Hope you've enjoyed having a look around, seeing what is there. I'm certainly happy to be back at home because it's been a long couple of weeks away. Uh, very long, stressful couple of weeks away from home. Um, but everything is going well so far. As always, I've been Chasing Lamely. You can find me on the Insta, the Twitter, and the Patreon at Chasing Lamely. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep following the series. Also, go over to the Twitter because there is a competition running to win a copy of FM21. Details are on my Twitter account. Go there, check it out, get involved. And in the meantime, guys, like I said, I've been Chasing Lamely. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a good one.